All righty. Well, hello, everyone. This is Janine Triplett with the Leadership Foundation for Delta Sigma Pi, and I would like to introduce Beth Keith, the president of the Delta Sigma Pi Leadership Foundation.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on this webinar tonight. Today, we're going to share some valuable information to help you out with our 425 Alumni Day Drive and help us raise $75,000. That's the goal for the webinar. And we'll have some details to share with you. We are going to be on the One Cause platform again, which is really exciting because some people are getting familiar with this. So I will turn it back over to Janine and Brittany, who have the presentation ready. And if you know people that weren't able to make it on this call, this is being recorded and it can be shared with anybody and everybody that you know so that we can get the maximum participation possible. So I'll turn it back over to Janine.
Okay, and we will send everyone on this call who's on the webinar, we'll send you a copy that way so you can share it. That'd be great. All right. All right. Well, the 425-day drive has been around for a while. We resurrected it a little last year. The name of it had been around for a while. We changed it, and but we've always had Alumni Day. So last year we brought back the 425-day drive, and it's our fundraising campaign that's centered around the Alumni Day that's held in April every year. As Beth mentioned, our goal this year is to raise $75,000. Last year we raised really close. It was $53,000, which was the record. Previous to that, the most we had raised during this campaign was around a little over $10,000. So we were thrilled, and again, we're going to try to have this be a record-breaking campaign. And so what are we doing with this money? We always, that's a good question. So the Alumni Day Drive, the focus is to raise money for the annual fund. And the annual fund directly supports the foundation's mission to generate and provide financial support to Delta Sigma Pi educational and charitable programs, which then in turn assists members to achieve excellence within our community. And really the biggest thing it does is help us support the fraternity. We obviously, our biggest customer is the fraternity, and all the money we raise, especially through the annual fund, gives the fraternity the flexibility to use the money for scholarships, educational grants, and membership and great engagement. And I think we would all agree that those components of the fraternity work are critical to the success of Delta Sigma Pi. So the annual fund is very, very important to the work of the fraternity and the foundation. So you're asking, how do I participate? Well, we will tell you. The first thing, the easiest thing is make a gift. And we have Delta Sigma Pi. Last year, we initiated our 300,000 member. Can you imagine? And some of those are deceased, obviously. I think we're at about 260. The rest are deceased since we've been around since 1907. But even with 250,000 alumni brothers, can you imagine if each person made a $25 gift? Make a huge impact in what we could do. So it's the gesture of the gift. If everyone makes a meaningful gift, and whatever that meaningful gift looks like for you, we are so appreciative of that. Then register as a participant. As Beth mentioned, we are using the same fundraising platform that we did for the Founders Day Challenge and then for Alumni Day last year. So the good news is everyone's becoming very familiar with it. And as towards the end of my part of this webinar, Brittany will jump on, and she's going to actually show you the page and just give you a sort of a reminder of what tools we have for it and what it can do and what you need to do to set up a page. We have already, jumping down to number 3, we have already set pages up for each alumni chapter. So we've already done the work for them. So we have their pages ready to go. All that they need to do is go in and make it their own and tell their story. And since this is a really important part of the Alumni Day activities, and the whole reason we're here is to celebrate being brothers and what it means to be a Delta Sigma Pi alumni, it's really goes hand in hand with having these pages tell the story about the alumni chapters and all the great work that they do.
But Janine, let me say this. If you're a collegiate chapter though, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't and can't participate in the drive. We want to make sure that everybody understands that this is a great way to reach out to your alumni to get them to donate to the drive. And if your alumni aren't that engaged, they might want to start, or you might want to start engaging them with maybe a gift to your own chapter leadership fund. But there won't be any promotion on that, but that's just a way to get brothers to start engaging, supporting the annual fund if they're not already doing it. But we want every collegiate member to understand that there is a place for them to be involved in this drive as well.
And the great thing about the drive, since it's a national campaign, all of our brothers will be drawn. Everything we're doing is driving traffic to this one page, and then hence all the alumni pages and even the collegiate chapters who support this as well. So all of our brothers will be looking on these sites and looking for pages. And if you have the opportunity to provide updates on your collegiate chapter, that's even better. So why should you participate? Again, we're celebrating the Alumni Day and all the great things that our alumni do to support Delta Sigma Pi, and why it's important that our alums be involved in Delta Sigma Pi to support each other and brothers through the work of the fraternity. And also through the 425 Alumni Day Drive gives you the tools needed to help raise money for the annual fund. And again, to support the foundation and the fraternity. So again, how can you help us build out this campaign? And when I say build out this campaign, last year it was really helpful that we asked individuals who contacted me, contacted others, actually just sort of jumped in and through some of the information we sent out, sent emails, said, how can I help? So through our networking, through the fraternity and the foundation, everyone on this webinar tonight, through our networking and the fraternity, we just continue through social media to send the message out. We would love for you to participate. Set up a page, send out the link through email to your brothers in your chapter, to your alumni brothers. Just encourage them to make a gift. You know, over the years, as we all know, fundraising has shifted to online campaigns. So it's very important for us, Delta Sig, to make sure we're giving all of our alumni the opportunity to give. And this is one way of doing that. I know sometimes when we all talk to brothers about making a gift, they're like, well, no one's asking. Well, we're asking. And we just want to make sure that they don't miss the opportunity to support the foundation, because we do have a lot of very generous donors, and many of them now prefer to give online. So we want to make sure we use that. This is an opportunity to let them support us that way. And again, another reason for this campaign is to help us tell the story of the importance of the annual fund, what it does, why it's important, why the non-restricted gifts are critical to the foundation and our work. We have a lot of amazing funds set up that go to specific projects, programs, scholarships, and those are all very, very important too. But we would not have a foundation unless we have the annual fund and the similar funds that help us bring in flexible monies for the foundation. So we really want to continue to educate the fraternity and all of our alumni brothers and undergraduates to the importance of that. So this campaign gives us the opportunity to tell that story. And have fun. Another thing we've learned with this, which is through these campaigns, they're a lot of fun. And another thing we've learned is Delta Sigs are very competitive. So once this gets started, we like to have, encourage competition, healthy competition. Talking smack is welcomed as well, as long as we raise money and it's fun, and it all benefits Delta Sig. And please, network, engage your alumni brothers. Again, this is a perfect opportunity for us to have the ability to reach out to so many of our alumni brothers through social media and email to support this. One thing I want to stress too, sometimes when I've talked to brothers about participating, because we do talk about social media, because obviously it is important to the work we do with the fraternity and the foundation, it is not a requirement to participate. So I think some brothers are like, well, I'm not on social media, I can't do this. No, if you have an email address, you're qualified. That's all you need. You've got the link, you've got a page, you email that out and just say, hey, I'm a proud Delta Sig in honor of Alumni Day. I'm supporting this campaign. I hope you will too. That is all you need to do. You don't have to be active on social media. Obviously, we want you to help promote it if you are on social media, but it is not a requirement. After doing this for a while and I'm having these conversations, I always feel like it's very important to point that out.
And another, I was just going to jump in for a second, Janine, on the competition side. Basically, how it breaks down, guys, is it's $15,000 per province. So that's how the 75,000 breaks down. So, you can slice it however you want, but when we looked at it, we're like, that's totally doable for every single province to be raising $15,000. So that's kind of how we came up with the 75,000. So I just want to throw that out there. So in your competitive spirit,
yes,
go after some of your friends in other provinces. Okay.
So frequently, yes, Beth, that's a good point. And frequently I ask questions, and please jump in here too if I miss something. So basically, what is it? Well, the timing of it, I think we know what it is, but the timing of it, it begins on 12:01 a.m. on April 23rd and ends right before midnight on April 25th. So again, our goal is $75,000. And how will we use your gift? I think I've covered that part, but just in case we in turn turn around and provide the grant to the fraternity that covers these areas that I've already talked about. Another thing I want to mention, obviously, if during this campaign, if someone gives online and they want to give to the Mary Moon Scholarship, or scholarship, or Sandy Shoemaker, that's quite all right too. Obviously, we know that brothers give at different levels to different campaigns for Delta Sig, and we're very appreciative of all gifts. So if someone gives online or if they give to a chapter leadership fund during this campaign, that's okay too. Our focus is to promote the annual fund, but all gifts will be accepted during this time frame. So I just think it's important to mention that as well. So the neat thing about this campaign is it makes it with the fun part that we all get excited about watching the screen the whole weekend, watching the money come in and raise the money, is that we record this on real time. And then we are right now working to secure through some donors and having lots of conversations, and happy to have conversations with anyone who's interested in making maybe a gift up front and some special matching gifts during this time. So we are working on that now. So during the promotion of this, the few days leading up, you'll learn more about maybe some matching gifts and some leadership gifts that individuals are going to make to help us really kick off the campaign. And if next question, I've already supported the Leadership Foundation. Will that gift count during the challenge? If you gave in January, your gift in January won't count towards the Alumni Day Drive totals. But obviously, we do count your gift in the work of the foundation, though. So, although we do take gifts in the mail, that's another thing. I think Brittany's going to cover that. But we do take gifts that are not necessarily made online, because some people don't make gifts online. As much as I mentioned, we do have brothers who prefer online. We have some that don't want to give online. So if they're postmark or if we know they're coming, we will count them in the campaign as well. So, and they're at sort of, I was ahead of myself there. Yes, we can give by mail, even by phone. And yes, all gifts are tax deductible. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Brittany, and she's going to actually show you the page. And then we can see what more questions that you all have.
I apologize that my camera decided that it doesn't want to work now, even though on my call 20 minutes ago it was working. So this is our campaign page. As you can see, it's very similar to what we had for 425. or for FTC, we have the up here at the top, the what's happening, the donate, resources, and how to get involved. So if you go to what's happening, you'll see the donor wall. As we get some donors, all of their names will be listed on here. One thing that is important to remember is if you give, for $25 donations, you will only show up under the $25 mark. You will not show, it does not add, it's not cumulative. So just be aware that some people's names might be on there more than one time. There's just different things on there. We have the leaderboards, and this will show you the top participants as well as the top teams. As Janine mentioned, or Beth, the teams are all franchise alumni chapters. I've already set up a team page for them. So all you have to do is go in and join the team, start customizing the page, do whatever you want to do. There's also leaderboard by province. So each team will be grouped into the province that it lives in, and we will be able to see which province is raising the most amount of money. As Beth said, 15,000 for each province will help us reach our goal. So it's fun to watch that. And then we also have the fraternity and foundation leadership team.
Brittany, let me ask a question.
Yep.
Is it still true that each alumni chapter or each person can only join one team?
Yes, you, as a participant, as an individual person, you can only join one team. You can support more than one team though. So you can join a team page, but you can donate to any team that you want. So if you want to donate to every alumni chapter, which I highly recommend, go ahead and do that, but you can only join one team. You can join more than one province. So sometimes the best situation there is to not join a team at all and to just donate to that team page. And then you could join the different provinces and your fundraising will count towards that. But that is a great question. So we also have the photo gallery right here. And this is as you start setting up your page and you upload pictures, some of these pictures will be in there, and some of these pictures are taken from the past campaigns. I was able to preload some of those just for fun and to get everybody kind of hyped up on that. And then the timeline kind of shows as people get registered. So you can see we already have a few pages set up, which is super exciting. Thank you to those who have done that already. We have the resources page, so it'll tell you about the 425 drive, which is very similar to pretty much what Janine went over on the PowerPoint. We have a toolkit which will be updated. It'll have basically your participants guide. So some sample wording to say and social media posts, sample wording for emails and other forms of communication. It'll tell you just a little bit about the campaign and just something helpful if you are talking to a donor and you kind of get stumped on what to say. If you take a look at that toolkit as a guide, it will give you some information there. And then we have the frequently asked questions, which are the same as from the PowerPoint. The training session, just if you go to set up your page, you're like, now what did she say? How do we do this? If you come here to this main page, you'll be able to view the PowerPoint and the webinar recording here. And then as we get some matching and challenge gifts, they will all be listed here. So definitely take a moment to look at that. If you would like your name and picture to be featured here, contact Janine and she will be happy to get you set up on that. Let's see.
Then also, before I forget, in terms of gifts, we do count matching gifts. If your company you said that shows the matching gifts. I just want to make sure people know that matching gifts count towards this. So
yep. So if like, hey, I'm going to make this donation. I've also put a donation into my company for a matching gift, but it takes 6 to 8 months, Beth, to get the money back. Just let us know and we can certainly add that in so that it does give you credit for that. And, we know to watch for it. And kind of along with that, Janine had mentioned that some people like to make donations via check rather than online. You do have the ability to include that in on your page. So if somebody hands you a check, like here's a check for $5,000. I want to count it towards your 425 campaign, but I don't want to make it online. You can go ahead and add that in, or let us know and I can do it from our end, whatever is easiest for you. Just, let us know. So under get involved, you can go ahead and make your donation, which right now that feature is turned off, but I will show you what that looks like in just a moment. You can register as a participant. So you will, if you have ever used OneCause before, if you've done one of our other campaigns, you can just sign in using your account right there. The same way with joining or starting a team, we have preset teams for the franchise alumni chapters, but if you want to make your own team, we won't stop you from doing that, obviously. So you can go ahead and set up your own, or you can search here for the different teams. And then as you'll see down here, I have all of the franchise alumni chapters listed. If for some reason I missed something, please let me know and we will get that added ASAP. And then the same way with joining a group, all you have to do is click in there and you can join that. And then let's see, the donate now. This is if you click there, you'll be able to make donations. We have the donation portal turned off right now. That will be turned on a little bit before the campaign, but we didn't want to turn it on too soon. And you'll be able to see, you can select the different amounts there, or you can fill in your own amount. We have the $425 level for the 425. The $1,200 level gets you a seat at the Delta Sig Investors Roundtable, which will get you, access to some exclusive events throughout the year, which is fun. And then there's the other, and it does tell, kind of what it is helpful, what your $50 gift, what does it do? Well, it helps support, member engagement efforts or whatever it may be. It's kind of fun to see that right there. And then you just have your information. If you want to put a personal note in there, you can. Do note that the personal note shows up. So don't say something that you don't want everybody to see in there. If for some reason it does get in there, let me know and I can take that out. You can certainly click the do not display my name on the website if you don't want your name on there. Non-member, member, very similar to making a donation on our website. And then to select which fund you want to support. So the 425 drive, is geared towards the annual fund, but we certainly would love for you to support any fund that you wish. So there are all of those regular endowment funds on there, just like you would find on our website, including the chapter leadership funds. But annual fund, first one on the list, if you want to just make a regular undesignated gift, and then your billing address and card number, all of that fun stuff is on there. Let's see, I will show you. So I'm going to log in. And I hope it remembers my password. Okay. So if I want to, edit my profile, I can put a picture of my family, my pictures, whatever you want your picture to be, we just edit there. So if I want to register as a participant, go ahead and put all of my contact information. If you are a brother, you can put your information in there. If you don't want to, you do not have to. If you have joined one of our campaigns previously, it will remember that you were part of a team. So like right here, do you want to join the leadership staff again? I'm going to just go ahead.
So Brittany, like the people on this call, you can go ahead and register now.
Yep, go ahead. I will send out the link after this.
Perfect.
You
Okay.
can go ahead and register so that you can get started on that. Or you can see right here, it's p2p.onecause.com/2023 DSP 425. Starting tomorrow, if you go to dsp.org/425 drive, it will take you to this page. So it just does not link yet. That'll happen after this call. So as you can see, I can set up my page, put in my information, say I want to support the 425, add personal messaging, I can manage my team. So if I join a team, grow your team so you can invite people using email or text. One thing to remember when you send some emails and you're inviting people through here, you can only send, I think it's 20 emails at a time, 20 people at a time. So do not try to put 500 people in your list because it will not let you. But if you break it down into smaller groups, you can, or send an email from your own email address and not through here, and it'll also work. Once you join a team, you can also email your teammates through here. You can set up your notifications so that you can see if somebody joins your team or makes a gift. Just some other settings in there. Joining a province, you can join in there. You can certainly upload your photos and videos. And I believe you can link from Instagram on here as well.
And you can also update stuff as you go along. So if you do a
Right,
personal
if you wanna
message, you
do-
can always update it as the campaign goes along.
Absolutely. So one of the things in here is hosting an event. So if your chapter does some kind of fundraising event for Alumni Day, or doesn't necessarily have to be fundraising, if you get together, you can create your event in here. If you set this up and you would like me to add it so that it shows up for other people, send me an email and I can certainly make sure that it shows up on our main page, because creating an event will not automatically make it show up on our main page. So if you just send me an email and say, hey, add this on there, I will certainly do that. But it gives you lots of different options. You can do other and create your own on there. I believe that a few of the Cincinnati alumni chapter, I believe, has done this a few different times, created some events on there. So you can tell your story. So this is where you would want to make your point as to why Delta Sigma Pi is important to you. So tell your story about the, whatever your most memorable moment, something that connects you to the fraternity, and people often support that. Right here is where you can invite your friends to join. And then you can view your page. So once you get it set up, you can view, and I have not done much with my page, obviously, but you can go ahead and set up. And then at any time you can just click that manage my page and it will take you back to that same setting. Let's see, donate. I should do that. Does anybody have any questions? I know I went through that rather quickly. Is there anything that anyone wants to see or know about? I can certainly go through that again.
Brittany, I apologize. The toolkit that's out there still has 2022. That's
Yep.
gonna be updated here shortly.
Yep, that all will after tonight. So tomorrow morning,
Okay.
it all
Thank
will
you.
be live with the fresh stuff on there.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Brittany, sorry, this is Gail. Could you repeat the part about you basically are aligned to one chapter or one province?
Yes. So when you go here, get involved, register as a participant. So you register as a participant, you are registering as an individual. So it is think about it, it's your Facebook page, right? Like nobody else is part of that, but you want to join the group on Facebook. And so that's where you would go to join the team. You can unfortunately only join one team. So whatever alumni chapter you choose would be the one that you can join. If for some reason you do join a team and want to change that, let me know. I can change that pretty easily on my end. You can join more than one group, which is the province. So if you want to join 2 different provinces, you can join that, but you can only join the team page of one team. You can donate to any team page that you want. Does that make sense?
That helps. Thank you.
That is
Just to clarify, if you're a PvP, for example, and you want to be part of the leadership and staff page, you could also be part of the province that you lead, correct?
Correct. You
Yep,
can't
okay.
be part of another alumni chapter, but you could be part of the province.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
That is one feature that we don't necessarily love about One Cause. We would like to be able to join other teams, and I've tried every which way to make it work so that people could join more than one team, or just make it so that it, works a little smoother, but it's just unfortunately not a feature that is out there right now.
Hey, Brittany, we have a question from Sarah. Is there
Okay.
a way to have pictures, Instagram posts or events post as part of a team, or will they only post to the individual person's individual page?
I believe they post to the team page. I'm going to call on my trusty audience here. Jim Gerhardt, you have done some setting up of the team page and the interpersonal page. Do your team pictures also show up for everyone?
They should show up on the team page, also. That seems to be my recollection.
Okay, that was what I thought. I just wanted to double check, but yes, they should show up there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do too.
Okay.
Okay, and just to clarify, you only have to register as a participant if you want to be someone who is rallying people to
Correct.
donate.
Okay. Correct. If you want to just make a donation and not do any of the fundraising yourself, you can just log in and make a donation without signing up. If you want to fundraise, you can certainly create your page. If you don't want to fundraise and you just want to make a page, you can do that as well. But you do not have to set up a page, and you do not have to join a team. So you can just make a donation, or, set up a page and not make a donation. It's totally up to you on how you do that. There's a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, and you use the home page link out, and then once people get on there, they could set up their own teams or make a donation. So yeah, you can just help promote just the overall platform and not have to, like Brittany said, not set up a team.
Awesome. Because that may be too involved for some people.
Right. Some people just want to, I'll give you my money, but I don't want to set up a page. I don't want to go through that. So, all they have to do is just click that donate button and don't have to worry about anything else. So,
Okay.
and there are some people, and just, we want to promote everyone to use this donation page, but there are some people who really just want to make a donation through our, the regular dsp.org/donate. And you can make a donation on our regular website, and we will count this towards that. This is a secure website, but some people just feel better doing it the way they know. And if you accidentally make a donation on the regular website and not on here, it will still count. Don't worry. We watch all of those donations that come in.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
Does anybody know if their alumni chapter is having an event on Friday night? To kind of kick off the event? I know Atlanta's talked about it. We haven't finalized it yet, but we've kind of kicked it around. Nobody? Okay. Just curious.
We talked about it briefly, but I think Norm's going to be out of town, so it might still happen. It's not dependent on him, but that's as far as we got with some conversation.
That's what I was gonna say. What do you need him for?
Oh, I don't. I definitely don't. In fact,
We
I'm
could
pretty
start
sure
our
I'm
Sarah
gonna
at like 10 o'clock.
we're going to meet at Corkscrew for an event.
There you go.
You've already got the seats reserved. It's okay.
You can have it live.
Yeah, live streaming.
There you go.
We'll be with you in spirit.
Where am I gonna be on 425?
We can start that competition early.
Yes, definitely. Well, does anyone have any other questions? All right, well, we're really excited about this year. We just know that we have the capability of hitting that $75,000 mark. Last year we ended up with several hundred pages set up for this campaign. So it was fun, and people were posting photos. As you will see, the photos that Brittany posted are some of them from last year. And I think people really enjoyed having the pages, and the alumni chapters had a way of talking about their work. And so yeah, so if you want to make a leadership gift, contact me. If not, make a gift on the page, help promote it, just help us get the word out. And it's a great way for alumni to, especially those alumni who don't have an alumni chapter near them. They don't have an alumni chapter in their area. They may not have access to go to events. And this is one way they can support us. And it's,
Vito has a question.
yes. Hey there.
Hey, question: can collegiates also participate like this, or is just one?
I can.
Everybody.
Yes.
Moms, dads, neighbors, coworkers, whoever would like to support Delta Sigma Pi. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was just wondering because I got to meet with my kids on Wednesday, and they're like trying to get them to raise money for their fund, but also like get their alumni back involved. And I didn't know if they were allowed to, or if I had to do it on their behalf. So thank you.
No, absolutely. We encourage them to reach out.
Mm. So,
Anybody else
All
have
right.
any other questions? Okay.
Okay,
Well,
thanks, everyone. And like Brittany said, she's going to have everything updated. My guess is that about at least a week out, you probably will be able to make a donation online. We know people, as we start pushing out the information, people will be going to the page. So we certainly don't want to discourage them from giving early. So they will have that opportunity, just to let you know that. And we'll start getting everything rolling. So thank you. We appreciate it.
Thanks
Good night,
everyone for your time.